Pre-programmed limiting beliefs. So a lot of folks, when I say, okay, look, if you're, like, for example, I'm just going to use this as an example, sitting in my house, and I say, you know what, you've been doing this, you got a great book here, let's repackage this and turn this into a coaching program. You got your book, but let's turn it into a consulting or a coaching program. These are some of the things I usually start hearing. Well, yeah, but who would want to pay me for coaching? Okay, then I hear this often. Oh, man, I don't want to do a coaching program because I don't want to have responsibility for my client's results. Okay, let me just tell you something. You should not anyway. You can lead a horse to water. You cannot make it drink. I used to get more upset with my clients who didn't do anything than they were upset. And I'm like, one day I realized something when I read, I think it was a magazine article by Cabot Robert, who is the founder of the National Speakers Association. He said something that totally changed my entire perspective. And here's what was said. You're responsible to people, not for them. That's a writer-downer. You're responsible to deliver what you promise, whether it's a speech that you delivered, you promised to show up and deliver on time, deliver a 2-hour speech for an organization, or whether you promised to deliver consulting or coaching or telephone, whatever that is, but you're not responsible for them doing anything with it. You would like for them to do something with it, but there's no reason for you to get bent out of shape if they don't do it. Because we're all big boys and big girls, and we all got to take responsibility for where we are or where we aren't in life. So one of the roadblocks that I often hear when I'm helping to create a program for someone is, yeah, but, I don't want to be responsible for their results. You shouldn't anyway. You bust your butt to do whatever you can to help them, but whether they do it or not is ultimately up to them. Got it? All these wonderful people who were up here on the panel who said some nice things, right? And I appreciate it very much, but they deserve all the kudos because they actually had to go do it. I gave ideas and helped and coached, but they're the ones that, I would say this, I just gave them the keys to the car. They had to put the key in, start it up, and drive it. And put gas in. And there are a lot of people who had the same keys with the same gas and the same car and sat idle. But they had the keys, but they sat idle and didn't do anything. Okay, so you should not tie their results to whether or not you're delivering what you promise.